Hey, Kevin Howell, Davison River Outfitters here. We're out on the stream, as you can see behind me here. When you're traveling, sometimes you run into different hatches outside of your area or in the Smokies like we are. And we've seen a lot of Lime Sallies coming off. A lot of people think they're a stonefly. They're actually, I guess they kind of are a stonefly, but they're bright green instead of the little yellow Sallies that we commonly find in the fly shop. And it's very hard to replicate. There's a lime trude out there, but the best pattern I found is just a little, basically almost an elk hair caddis, but with lime. And so we're going to start right here. This is a number 12. Got my vise with me. I always carry a little vise in my gear when I'm traveling. That way I can tie flies as needed. And closest hackle I could find. And again, sometimes you're not going to be exact, right? You're making do with what you have. I've got a little ginger hackle here, and I'm just going to take this guy and take him all the way, thread all the way to the back, and I'm going to tie in my hackle right here. And to give him a little egg sac, you can use either bright red or bright orange dubbing to make just a little bitty egg sac on the very back of it. So I'm going to take just a little bit. This is a fire orange dubbing, and I'm going to make just a teeny little egg sac right here at the very back of the fly. And now I'm going to use some chartreuse dubbing to make my lime body. So like I said, you can make a solid chartreuse body, or I made a little egg sac on mine. Now I'm just going to palmer my hackle forward. I'm going to clip off the excess. And now this is a very important step to get your wing to lay back. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to lay them right here on the eye of the fly, and I'm just going to clip it at a 30 or 25-degree angle right back over it. You can see how it just made a little taper for it. That's going to be for my wing to lay back on. And now I'm going to take some elk hair. And this is just light elk. And I'm going to stack the tips of it so it gets nice and lay my wing back over it so that it's almost the length of the, maybe a quarter of the hook shank longer than the fly. And now I'm going to trim the excess off. And now I'm going to wrap this down a little bit, and I'm going to come back and tie in my saddle feather again. Now I'm going to Palmer this guy forward, wrapping a nice front hackle here. Clip off my extra hackle. Tie a little thread head on it. Whip finish him. And since I'm on the stream, I don't have any head cement out here. I'm going to do 2 whip finishes just to be sure that I stay good and secure. And there you go. Now we've got a nice little Lime Sallie